Hey everyone, we are back with The Last Caravan by Ted Bushman. Um, it's May the 4th, but there'll be some kind of Star Wars references made during the session, I'm sure. Or maybe Star Trek if we want to, annoy people. My name is Donna. My pronouns are he, him. I am running the game. It's been a while since our last session. Let's get intros from our players and their characters, and that's a lot of stars. Oh my God, it's full of stars, I should have said. Um, let's go left to right in the character keeper order uh, as punishment for the attack of the stars.
I'm pretty sure that's me. I'm T, she, her, and I'm playing Mercedes Clark, formerly a large animal veterinarian, currently a weird aunt, I guess, in this found family. Um, also, very, very bad at lying and a little bit at odds with Walker Dean, our brooding driver. Uh, yeah. Excited to get into this spaceship.
Hi, I'm Mark. I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing Ree, who uses she, her pronouns. Ree is the scout, or I'm sorry, the lookout, a farsighted hunter and scout, um, who is interested in getting into this ship and having a look around, see what she can scavenge. And last time she had a her first kiss with one of the people in the caravan, Valentina. So she was super excited about that, and probably a little bit torn about going off and not being able to see her for a while.
Hi, I'm Sabine. I use any pronouns. I am playing Walker. Dean, he, him pronouns. He's the muscle. He's the driver. Yeah, he's kind of grumpy. He Why he's going into the spaceship is a little beyond him, but he has to kind of take care of the other two. Basically, that's well, he lost his family with during the alien attack, and this is the closest he has, so he doesn't want to lose them. I guess. Don't tell Mercedes he said that.
And I think from our discussion, it sounds like it's just the three of ye and Onagen, the Elder Onagen, who's going with you. Of course, Roxanne is tagging along. Um, does that sound about right? Yeah. I think in kind of, being brought fully on side, I believe, by Mercedes' sales pitch, um, pretty Kassem, the kind of head of the mission from the answer, has given you some kind of, I don't know, object or password or something to help identify you to the answer people who are inside the Nayana. Um, Mark, what do you think that is? The object or the password or whatever it is.
Yeah, well, I prefer the term parole, which I learned for the first time 2 weeks ago from Sabine. It's an English word, and of course, the German speaker does.
You don't know
So
you don't know what parole is?
I did not know. No, well, in the U.S., we have so many prisons. It's always like, oh, he's on parole, which means, he's out on. Anyway, so I think that it is going to be. Uh, uh, the question is it true? And then the reply is, it's true, all of it.
And does it
Okay.
continue with even the lies and go on with especially the lies? I mean,
I mean, why not?
Okay. Sure, I'll forget that when the time comes to exchange it, and I will look very silly. But that's fine. So I guess yeah, you pack up. Is there anything you're scrounging from the answered camp? So like ammunition for your weapons, or a nice hot flask of soup, or some other very important piece of equipment.
Do you want us to mechanically scrounge these things, or are these things that are going to be available to us?
I think you should just fill your pockets.
Okay.
I'm not
Can I
going to
take
make you, unless you ask for, a harmonic pulse rifle. I'm not going to make you roll.
I'm gonna take back all my rifle, and flare pistol options.
Okay. So the flare pistol, I think, starts at two, and the rifle, no, three, actually. I think you picked it up originally with just two.
Right.
And
Should I have them checked and then
you
uncheck
should,
them as I use them?
yeah, the available uses are the checks, and then uncheck them, and it'll be empty.
Someday.
Perennial character keeper design questions here.
do they have any big kind of weapons like the sledgehammer that I have that is more intact because that sledgehammer has seen better days?
It has seen better days. I mean, I'm just looking at the rest of the things that are on the kind of standard list of equipment.
Mm,
Um, I mean, double barrel shotgun is on the bruiser list, right?
yeah, I've seen
Um,
that. I wouldn't. I mean, if they have it, I'm not a shotgun guy, but it couldn't hurt, right? I mean, it could hurt, but hopefully
it,
not us.
it would definitely hurt. I think the issue then for you will be like how much stuff you're carrying.
Yeah,
Um, but
that's
you
the
can
thing.
leave something behind for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, have a double barrel shotgun if you want.
I can't carry a sledgehammer and a double-barreled shotgun, right? I'd rather have a
Uh,
fresh sledgehammer because you can use the sledgehammer to hit stuff that is to hit barriers, which is not something you can use a shotgun for as well.
yeah, I don't think there's like fresh sledgehammers lying around the
Okay, then
place.
I'm just taking mine, and
Yeah,
I will take some. I think if it's possible, something like a car battery and some cables
okay.
because we might need electricity in there.
That's so heavy, Doc.
I know, I know. So
Right.
don't break an ankle so I don't have to leave it behind to carry you.
So so there are jumper cables in the basic
Mhm.
inventory.
Yeah, I've seen them. That's
Um,
what gave me the idea.
yeah, and
I
in
know there's
the
no this.
wrench there are like car parts.
Yeah, okay.
Um, So let's say like the jumper cable and the battery is going
Mm,
to be like size 4,
okay, how much size can I carry?
7.
7, and I carry the sledgehammer that takes 2, right?
Sledgehammer
And
is 3.
shovel 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and a
So
shovel and a heat knife. Okay, that's 5. And if it's the other two things is 2, battery
sorry.
and cable.
So the sledgehammer is 3. The
Okay.
battery and jumper
Mm.
cables is 4. The heat knife is
Oh,
1.
okay.
So that would be
That
8.
that is too much.
I mean, you could give something to someone else, right?
Yeah. Maybe
Temporarily,
the
at least.
maybe the battery was not a great idea. Maybe I'll just take a power bank or something. Because I want to keep the heat knife and I want to keep the sledgehammer. I'm kind of like the sledgehammer. It has this weight.
Yeah.
Not so much in the world does not have enough weight. So
yeah. I mean, if you bring jumper cables,
yeah.
I'm sure you'll be able
Okay.
to run a bypass or, whatever
Yeah. Okay.
technical term applies.
Okay.
And if they have one, Mercedes would love something she hasn't actually had this entire time, and that's an actual goddamn first aid kit.
Thought you had one.
No, she's got painkillers and sanitary wipes and the bedside manner of someone who doesn't have to talk to her patients.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, I assumed we had one.
First aid kits are uncommon,
Mm.
not on the starting equipment list for a bandage because, it's the apocalypse. So yeah, I think it's probably a little bit infuriating when Pretty says, "Yeah, oh yeah, there's a spare one over there." In fact, no, don't take the one off the wall. Take the one over here, which is like, for like a medic to carry around. Um, so that is size 2. It has 3 uses, and it heals to. You'll find the stats in the equipment tab underneath. Uncommon.
I think Mercedes immediately is, rummaging through and rearranging it to her specifications. And I have a pitch, and I think it's going to be absolutely up to you, Dana, whether or not you also want to play teenagers at some point. Could we get a walkie-talkie and give another one to the teens so we can check in with them?
We are going into this giant, dangerous alien spaceship, but we need to be able to call home to make sure you're okay.
Well, maybe Mercedes is noticing Ree's kind of like dragging her feet a little bit.
Yeah.
Lingering looks at Valentina.
Yeah. So there is a walkie-talkie set in the Innocent, which is size 1, uses 3. Um, I imagine that once you get quite far into the Nayana, the range or the power of that is going to be entirely poor. But yeah, I think you can probably scrounge up a couple of spare walkie-talkies.
Yeah. Obviously, we should have one.
Yeah.
And I think if you want to, yeah, I mean, the stats are less important there, but they are in the equipment tab underneath the Innocent, so in the kind of third column. Along with such really useful items like handheld music player, Walkman, and candy.
Comfort.
And a comfort item, which I think is probably a teddy bear or something
plushie,
like that.
Some plushie.
Yeah.
Anybody need one? Onagen.
Plushie? It can't do much harm.
No. Points at the row of plushies that the answer has. Take one.
I'm curious about what the plushie is.
Yeah, me too.
I think it is a killer whale or an orca.
Are you sure it's not a Wookiee?
I mean, okay, I guess it's a Wookiee now in honor of our date.
It's a Wookiee. Nice.
Wait, is it generic Wookiee or is it?
I think it's a generic Wookiee, obviously a little bit off-brand. I think when you squeeze it, it says it's a trap instead of.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
I salute you, sir.
I have my moments.
Can we get Walker a bulletproof vest? Because he seems to have takes a lot of damage. I understand that's rare, so I'm just checking.
Why not? Why not? It means when he jumps in front of people to save them, he'll be pretty much unstoppable mechanically.
Yeah, cool. I like
It
being
also
unstoppable.
means if we run into any aliens who are not fans of the answer, they will assume that we are with them.
Ooh.
Correctly.
Well, just put your shirt over it.
Yeah, that was the plan all along. I don't want to advertise this.
Uh,
Can I get a spray paint can?
okay.
Awesome.
Are you thinking of, Hansel and Greteling your way through the
Yes.
Nayana, or
Yes. If it
just
be
or just vandalism?
no, Hansel and Gretel. Although I,
A little light vandalism can't hurt, right?
some light vandalism.
You can also have waiters.
I saw that.
Talking about lava.
Yeah, do they work for lava?
They do not. They do
Oh,
not.
damn.
What does under the spray paint can 2E what does the E mean on that?
It means once it's used.
Oh, empty. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Fair enough.
So that's
Thank you.
with anything that kind of like once you use it up
Yeah.
is unrepairable or cannot be reloaded.
Okay.
Like a spray paint can. Or means it can be reloaded.
And I think we should take water and some food in case we get lost or have to hunker down for a bit.
Okay.
And I hope they have backpacks for all the stuff that we're lugging.
Well, you have backpacks of your own, right? Because you're carrying stuff around the place.
Okay.
You don't have the special backpacks.
The special backpacks.
There are special backpacks.
What do they do?
They give you extra inventory.
Oh, like backpacks of holding.
Exactly. Well, it's only 2 extra, so it's not magical, but yes.
Okay. So
I think it's just
nice.
Norwegian ergonomics. I don't think it's magic.
Like IKEA backpacks. We have to
Yeah.
sew them together.
Yeah, everything fits in much better because you have to disassemble it, and it's like playing Jenga or it's like playing Tetris. But then when you take out your fishing rod. Well, that's a bad example because you always have to assemble those anyway. But when you take out your shovel, you've got to assemble it.
I mean, could be worse.
Could be worse.
Okay.
And when you put it together, there's always a few bits left over that you don't know what to do with.
Yeah.
So.
And one of these little things that you use to screw screws in, like
the Allen key.
Yeah, exactly that one. Okay, we take one of those. They don't weigh anything, and they won't do anything.
They do not weigh anything.
We just hope that Nayana's put together with hex bolts that are a standard US size for some reason.
Well, I mean, like we're getting into Independence Day, when your computer virus seamlessly integrates and attacks the alien mothership.
I mean, to be fair, a computer virus that fucks up a system doesn't need to integrate perfectly.
I mean, it kind of does.
It just needs to integrate imperfectly in the way that fucks up the system. Yeah, but I understand what you're saying. Anyway, are we taking a computer virus? Does anyone else know how to use one? No? Okay.
No, I think that's beyond. Is that like on here? computer virus.
There
What
are
if
no
this went
computers
wrong?
on the equipment list. Therefore, I mean, I'm sure they still exist, but no, this is not that kind of game.
I mean, I don't want to keep asking for things, but
Okay.
duct tape.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that
uh,
is a good one.
Does anybody get room for duct
you
tape?
don't have duct tape already?
I
And of
don't
course,
know.
we do have duct tape. I mean, what do you think keeps Stephen together? But we don't have to tell these people that we have enough duct tape to keep Stephen together. If they have duct tape of their own, we can take theirs. It's fine.
Okay.
Uh, can Mercedes carry the duct tape?
I think she'll have to because
Absolutely.
everyone else is fully loaded.
Yeah.
You.
And you know, you can use it to hold bits together
Yeah,
if
exactly.
Yeah.
needed.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's really probably good to have an emergency alongside the
Mhm.
first aid kit, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she's got sterile gauze now, so
Yeah. We can stabilize stuff with it.
mm, three uses. And the durable tag.
Nice.
Not so useful for taping up ducts, but everything else.
Oh man.
So, off you set.
Mhm.
Uh, how many seconds or minutes is it before we feels compelled to, open the channels of communication with Valentina?
That's a great question. Let's see what.
7 seconds and 17 milliseconds? Is that the answer? Or is that just
I'm just laughing at the T's little emoji game is so on point. She's trying to
stay cool?
she's trying to stay cool. Yeah, you can't call her the next day, man. That kind of situation. I'm curious to see what's inside here and what we can scavenge along the way, if anything.
So yeah, I think you climb up along this well-worn route um, towards an entrance into the Nayana. Um, it appears to be, kind of um, with rocks, snow, and everything on all sides. A small door. Well, let's say small, but like maybe 2 meters square. Um, Seems to be permanently opened. What do you, Sabine, what do you smell inside that, I guess, gives you I've got a bad feeling about this kind of feeling?
Oh, what I smell inside. I think it's this weird mix of some kind of composite that smells a little like cookie dough and sulfur. It's burned. That's the smell it gives off. It's alien, okay. You can't eat it. But it smells like little, not quite, it's not quite right. You wouldn't, but that's the closest that you can get to comparing it to cookie dough. And then there's also a little sulfur. Yeah. And I think we brought torches or flashlights or stuff like that, right? I know we didn't say it, but
Well, I mean, sure. I'm sure someone can have a torch, right?
Okay.
A flashlight, I should say.
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
Thank you. I wasn't sure.
I guess when you approach, it kind of hums into life.
Okay.
Mark, this what's this strange light that comes out? What is it? I guess, how does it make you feel? Like under threat or welcoming? And then the second question is like, what do you see it do to Onagen's skin reveal about Onagen?
Uh, love it. So I think it's like that. It's that scanning kind of laser thing, like you see at the beginning of Aliens when they send in the scrappers are sending in that light. So it scans across us, um, and as it scans across Onagen, it actually reveals all how entangled the alien physiology is with the human physiology, not just through the arm, but now it is extended through his entire body. In some places, it's more dense, I think, than others. Like it's definitely more dense around the brain area and maybe some vital organs. Yeah.
Okay. Um, and T, I mean, this is less about what you see and maybe more about what you see as Mercedes comes up to the threshold. Scary alien ship, scary unknown. How is she dealing with that prospect?
Yeah, I think she is a little shut down. She's really focusing on the next step directly in front of her, both literally and metaphysically and metaphorically. Um, and I think she steps in and I mean it is shelter, right? The wind dies down. And she's got her hands tucked up into her armpits because it's still cold. Uh, and I don't think anyone can see this because she is wearing a parka, but she's doing um, her little finger bone counting stim. And if you leaned really close to her, you'd be able to hear her muttering to herself. And she's not looking at Walker.
And yeah, when Onagen steps across the threshold, uh, you hear this hum, but it's almost like a tune, like like a crazy Windows boot up jingle, right? But it kind of crackles and breaks down halfway through, and he puts out a hand and kind of like almost pats it, like as if to commiserate with its state.
And I think Mercedes will go over and say, um, I don't know if you call ships she, we do. Um, how long did you live aboard her? I know you're very old.
Um, yeah, quite a while. I mean, some generations or some of our kind never really remember home now. We've been on the road for so long. We we built a lot of our hope into her.
I'm sorry.
I think it's the the people we lost hurt more. I mean, this is probably just a symbol of how badly things have gone.
Mercedes just nods a little bit. Well, I guess take the lead, unless Walker, you think you know where you're going.
How would I know where I'm going? Take a lead. On if you think it's dangerous and you need someone to hit something to get it out of the way, tell me.
I think that Ree says, let me let me let me take the lead. I'll get good eyes. I'll keep an eye out for us. Just um Onagen, point us in the right direction. Is that okay with you, Sabine? That's just I think what Ree would do
No,
since she's like
that's
the
that's totally fair. Yeah, it's not
yeah.
okay with Walker, but
Yeah, I know.
that's different.
I just didn't want to feel like
No,
you'd
no,
feel
it's
like I was trying
fine.
to steal her.
It's
Okay.
fine. You're
Um,
more sneaky. That's a good call.
so Onagen kind of closes his eyes, and it's obvious he's kind of navigating it in his mind. If we veer to the right, um, maybe after an hour, we'll come to a hub. From there, we'll be able to speak to her.
With the ship.
The Nayana, yes.
Okay.
Is the Nayana made of anything that's like biological? Ree asks.
Well, the thought processes of the Nayana's core are based on a mixture of biological and harmonic principles. So, I mean, the Nayana, I consider the Nayana to have been alive.
Returns to Mercedes with kind of a questioning look on her face, like just as if to ask, does that make sense to you?
Um, Mercedes scrunches her nose, and you remember when she was talking to Dr. Kasim, how dismissive she was of Dr. Kasim's work on artificial intelligence. So I think you get the distinct impression that Mercedes thinks that that's absolutely incorrect, but she is too polite to say so.
Awesome. Okay. So I think we're gonna make our way toward that hub.
So, Mark, why don't you make a, I don't know, are you more concerned with sneaking around or keeping an eye out for things?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think search and survey. She's trying to see anything that would be useful to us along the way.
Okay.
Um, so it's going to be three dice, d6.
Read eyes, yeah.
All right. Okay.
I think, yeah, I think you get some heroism for making a path, right, for others after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't
Jiminy
roll
cricket.
yet. Don't look at the dice roller for under any circumstances. Just refresh it. I'm sorry. I rolled a 1, a 1, and a 2.
Okay, that's
Wow.
pretty bad. That
Yeah,
is pretty bad.
Wow. We're off to a great start.
uh, I'm sure there will be some consequences for this.
Trouble?
Yeah.
I mean, surely not.
That's what makes it
How long
interesting.
did Valentina hold out before walkie-talkieing
Oh,
you?
No.
Um, yeah, so you're turning down this corridor, which looks very strange. Like there's no straight lines in here, and like like what does that curve achieve exactly? In the whole engineering side of things. And it's a little bit distracting. It's not even like wide open spaces, natural. It just is alien in your peripheral vision, and it's kind of constantly distracting you. And I think you hear some noise behind you. That's not maybe the others walking. It sounds like, I don't know, like a static or something.
Returns and is looking for it. And then she like puts her hand down to her hip where the walkie-talkie is supposed to be.
Um, yeah, of course, the volume is down, and there's a light flashing showing that signal is coming through. Um, so yeah, you're obviously being messaged, but you haven't heard it. And as I think you bend down to, um, I don't know, shut it off or talk to whoever's on the other end. What do you think Ree's initial reaction is?
She wasn't trying to be sneaky, so she'll grab it. Um,
Mhm.
is this where the noise came from? The
Yeah,
Okay,
obviously,
from the walkie.
obviously.
Okay. Well, I don't like the way you said that, Donna. Obviously. It couldn't be anything else sneaking up behind you that's making static noises. She'll pick it up and she's tries to transmit, and she says,
Mhm.
"Go ahead."
And then something lands next to you and like lands right behind you and rolls towards the others. In a way that, your carefully trained cinematic education tells you must be a grenade.
Mm.
Uh, Sabine, I think, while Ree's mouth opens like a goldfish,
Mhm.
you're probably in a better situation to
Hopefully. Hopefully.
intervene.
This is not a great situation because in front of us is Rhea. I can't throw it that way, kick it that way, because then it would
Um,
explode Rhea, and we don't want that. Don't want to throw myself on it precisely. Is there any other exit that doesn't mean I have to kick it towards Rhea?
Um, I mean, you could kick it back the way you came. I mean, I'm not sure how much we haven't done a D&D marching order spacing kind of
Yeah.
thing. So really, whatever your inclination is, it really depends on the role, uh,
Mhm.
how little danger everyone is in afterwards.
Yeah. I think I'll try to kick it in some kind of direction that won't affect any of us. If I absolutely have to, because there's no other way, I will kick it in Ree's direction and try to kick it real hard and yell duck at her.
Mhm. So let's, I think fight under pressure is the
Yeah.
most appropriate gambit here, given that
Yeah.
it's,
Okay.
doing
Yeah.
something quick that is
Sounds like
necessary.
pressure, and I will spend a heroism on that
Okay.
because I actually have neglected my fighting skills a little. So yeah, heroism.
Um,
Yeah. Okay.
and I guess you are protecting another traveler from danger
I
here, right?
am. I am. Yeah. Can I spend another heroism?
You can
That's the
spend,
question.
yeah, you had two to start out
Okay.
with, so you
Yeah.
can end up with
Okay.
one by spending
Okay.
two, right?
That's fair. That's fair. I'm doing that. There's a 5. It's not ideal. And then 3 ones, but there is a
Wow.
5.
A five. Whew.
Yeah.
So um you kick it and it skitters along and it kind of it goes up one of these alien curved walls and then starts to roll back and then explodes.
Oh,
Not as far away as you would have liked, but the EMP grenade does in fact go off.
oh, it's from the
And
EMP grenade.
um,
You never know,
go.
right?
I mean, I'm just wondering, Mark, what's sorry, actually, T, what's the last thing you hear Val say before the EMP blast fries all of the electronics you have?
Oh, so
Oh. I think just we need like she's saying we need something and then we never find out what.
Okay. I mean, you say never. That is very harsh.
Well, we currently don't know what.
Yeah. Um, I mean, to be honest, I'm looking at the equipment list, and very, very um, analog. In fact, I don't think anything except the walkie-talkie is going to be affected. Um, let's um, let's leave one charge in it. Um, it's not completely fried because a 5 is still something like a success, but it's not going to work for a while, right?
Does the grenade visibly affect the ship?
Uh,
Do
no.
the lights go? Ooh, cool.
Um,
And the sledgehammer is still working.
the
Okay.
sledgehammer, well, I don't know. Maybe you need to get into a fight to see
oh yeah.
whether
But is the heat knife affected? That's what I want to know.
no.
Because it's
So
alien tech.
yeah,
Okay.
the heat knife is not affected. There's no
Oh, okay.
electronics in it.
Okay, good. I guess.
Um, there are things which do the same kind of thing to alien technology, but you don't have those things. Uh, yeah, and then having had their initial attack thwarted, the first stepper who threw that grenade um, takes a pot shot at you. But that's a good time to take a break.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. You're about to get shot. Um, though
I
I
want to activate my
guess.
move. Sorry, I need to activate this at the start of the encounter, I think. So
Well, it's once per encounter, so it's
yeah,
not.
yeah. Well,
Yeah. Um, although I wonder. Sorry, I'm not, maybe I was uh, interpreting "no, don't shoot" from UT as being I want to stop the fighting
oh,
before it
okay.
starts.
Yes, okay.
Hmm.
Do that. Do that. You have a move
Correct.
for
That was
that.
my intention. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need to roll. I just do it. Uh, because this was, I guess you would have seen the grenade briefly. Did it look like human technology or alien technology?
Definitely Ernian technology. Um,
Yeah, and we
Yeah,
don't.
definitely.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying we don't have any reason to believe. Onagen hasn't said that anyone who's on the ship is likely to be staunchly opposed to him politically that we know of.
Not that, not that he knows of.
Okay.
I mean, there could be for sure, but um, yeah, who
Yeah.
knows? I guess his probably discussion would have been, the Anthemic Throne, the faction which is kind of now
Mhm.
running the show for the
Yes.
Ernians, is very much like outside, right? Is very much doing other things, and the people who are left here are just kind of um, the Ernians who are left here are just trying to get by and retake
Mhm.
control of their home. So yeah, uh, obviously there will probably be some kind of political movement here, some kind of organization, but opposed to him, maybe. Who knows?
Oh. Well, in that case, I think Mercedes will sort of squawk and throw her hands up and say, "Wait, wait, 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 wait! We've got an elder!
Um, and
Not like
you
as a
know,
prisoner." Just to clarify.
and random Ernian probably doesn't, who has been stuck aboard here, probably doesn't know English, right? So, what do you think about your intervention, or like what's going on around you, like makes them stop?
Yeah.
Apart from the
Uh,
power of your mechanical lever
mhm.
here, fictionally speaking, what do you think makes them stop?
Yeah. I mean, I think she is absolutely unarmed. And I think, just not a very physically imposing person. But she is a human. And I think if it weren't for Roxanne fluttering up to land on her shoulder and sort of protectively mantle its wings around her, she would be maybe much less effective in communicating.
Yeah, yeah. That makes perfect sense. I mean, unarmed except for that duct tape. Yeah, so like Roxanne is like standing on Mercedes' head with wings splayed, uh, warbling at this Ernian. And I think, um, Walker, you see this Ernian like on like catwalk is the wrong kind of word for it, but functionally speaking, it is a catwalk. You see them kind of move finally from their like aiming stance, and they lower their rifle a little bit, um, and kind of step forward like they do not believe their eyes.
Walker will slightly lower the sledgehammer,
Mm-hmm.
slightly.
Yeah,
Not like that he can't use it, but that it doesn't look like I'm hitting you over the head if you come close, and step back a little out of the way of Roxanne. Still very prepared for violence if that needs to happen.
yeah, yeah, and I think Onagen kind of steps forward. Um, I think the body language is like exactly the same as Mercedes, right? Like the hands up and the kind of, um, but he speaks in Aryan. Um, it sounds pretty good, right? From what you've heard of Ernian speaking, like it doesn't sound like the human voice box is really holding him back anymore. And uh, I should make some kind of roll, like a fate roll, a fortune roll, um, something like that. If I don't have the bravery to just make a decision, right, right, Mark. What do Yeah, I mean, what are people thinking in terms of like the likelihood that Onagen is getting making it through to this person? I think it's pretty good, but
I mean, he's an elder. These people have probably been waiting for an elder to show up and tell them what to do.
yeah,
But the problem being that he does not look like,
Yeah,
yeah. So I think that's the only.
yeah. And he's hanging around with some humans, and that's kind of weird. That's against that's what makes it worth a roll.
yeah, definitely weird. See what you think. How many fortune dice should I be rolling?
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe one of us can harmonize with these aliens to get a feel for what the behavior should be. If you want something more player facing.
Yeah, maybe. And when you say one of us, we obviously think it's Walker, right?
I mean,
Because
he was the one who's actually good at that for
yeah,
whatever reason.
yeah, it's a strange choice
It's a
with everything
strange
else going on
choice,
with the
yes.
character.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
mean, know your enemy, I guess. But that actually ties into this situation because this could escalate into violence, and there are more non-fighters than he can actually protect. So, I mean, Ree has a rifle, but these people are awfully close. So yeah, he'll try to harmonize with these to figure out how to make this human group seem less threatening and more like an escort to an elder, basically. And I'm rolling 3d6. Here goes nothing. There's a 5.
yay.
Yay, success.
So what, like in terms of the vibe Walker is trying to give off, like what do you think? Obviously, we know what you're trying to achieve, but like, what is your approach?
I think he starts humming in tune with Roxanne. And just kind of like this underlying tone that projects kind of peacefulness because these people are very um, sensitive, I think, to harmonics. So that makes sense that they would react to that more strongly than a human usually would.
Yeah, and I think like maybe it's one of these very strange avenues of communication. Like if you were doing this without Onagen, without Roxanne, it would be like, well, this means nothing, right? But
Yeah.
it's kind of added weight to the context.
Mm.
And uh, this Ernian, I guess, was on the verge of kind of understanding what was going on, but this just pushes them over the edge. I mean, like literally because they just vault the railing and land, I don't know, 20 meters in front of you and start walking very purposefully towards Onagen. And yeah, I mean, um, the rifle is lowered, right, in one hand, so it's again like the sledgehammer. Not to say that it couldn't be raised, but it's an obvious signal. Um, uh, so I mean, what do you see about um, this person that tells you um, that they're really kind of on their last legs? They have really been run ragged.
Well, I think I mean, that rifle is the one piece of equipment that seems that seems in a good condition. Sorry, words. And the rest of this person, I mean, there's a bit of the armor, but it's kind of tattered. It's held together with their equivalent of duct tape. And I think that this Aryan also has been injured. They are wearing some kind of bandage or something. They're limping maybe a little. Or not limping because they jumped down from high, so they probably wouldn't do that if they were injured, but maybe have their arm, something you can see that something is a little wrong with the arm. And I think they also hum a little, maybe even subconsciously, like like a stress signal. It's very low, but even a human can hear it. So
And they like raise the visor of their helmet and I think they look gaunt, maybe in a way that even out in the world you haven't seen them like this bedraggled or this close to the edge. Um, and like she reaches out to take Onagen's hand, the alien hand, and like starts just babbling, or at least it sounds like it is really kind of almost out of control. Like I haven't been speaking to anyone about these kind of things in so long, and it's all coming out at once. What what's Bree doing?
I think she's watching she watches the exchange for a moment, but then she looks up to see where this alien came from, and she's watching there to make sure that no others follow.
And how about Mercedes?
Yeah. I think seeing where Ria's watching, she kind of gives her a nervous look, but trusts her to. Actually, no, I think she would ask Ria this. And she says, um, I mean, I know we got some food from the answer. Do you think we should give them some? Like, like maybe some peanuts?
let them
Um,
talk. Or are you talking to me? Sorry.
Oh, she was talking to Ree. I mean, I think Mercedes assumes she knows what Walker's going to say, which is absolutely not. We're sharing nothing with this alien. Whether or not that is what Walker would say, that is Mercedes' assumption.
I think that Bree responds that, um, man, we don't know how long we're gonna be in here, but maybe just, I mean, they look like they're starving. Maybe just a
Yeah.
little bit.
Uh, I mean, I guess we can give it to Onagen and let him make a decision. I mean, if they were a goat, I'd be reaching for the wormers. Uh, not healthy. Um,
And you think Mercedes is creating a moment for care, right? For this
you
this
know what? I
alien?
guess she is. Yes.
Yeah.
I think she'll have Ree turn around and rummage in your pack and pull out the peanut flavor that nobody likes. Maybe Old Bay. Sorry, Old Bay fans. And will fight me, state of Maryland. And will toss it. No, she'll go up and sort of like tap on it on the shoulder and say, I mean, if they can have these, it's food. You know what peanuts are. You've been with us for a while. Sorry, I'll let you talk.
Um, yeah, and he kind of looks down at it and makes a hand gesture to this person, and yeah, like they let the rifle kind of fall on its sling, and reach out very sheepishly to the packet or whatever. I have no idea what Old Bay peanuts are usually stored in. Uh,
Like plastic
um,
Steve kind of thing.
okay, yeah, and sniffs it, and yeah, I mean maybe there's like a slight flicker of ugh on their nose, and then they take a handful.
Yeah, how does I mean, was Mercedes right about Walker's reaction to this? Because Ree seemed a little bit hesitant.
I think Walker was pretty engrossed in the conversation actually between these two. And I was a little like startled when you step up and I was like, why are you interrupting these two? But okay, you're giving them food, fine. He's not, he doesn't like the peanut things anyway. So he won't stop you anyway.
Yeah, and I think, they're Onagen and this person are like talking back and forth, and eventually like all those peanuts are gone, and there's like a moment of uh like unease, like how much do I want to um desecrate my own dignity in front of these humans? Am I going to lick the packet because I want everything out of it? Um, and I think they fold the packet, and again, like a little bit of unease. Oh, I should give this back because that's what polite people do. But no, like she shoves it into a pocket because I'll do that thing later when I'm not in public. Um, so yeah, Onagen turns back and says, uh, uh, "This is Mira. She's going to bring us up here to the core. Well, the hub."
Are there others like you, Mina? Oh, she doesn't understand me, right? Um, can you ask her? Are there others like her?
Uh, Most of the others are fighting the humans.
Oh,
Uh, she got left behind as kind of a rear guard.
oh, okay. Walker is a little suspicious. I mean, this could still be a trap, right?
Definitely.
Well,
Um,
nobody wants to hear that.
I mean,
Well,
what?
Aphids.
I mean, Ree is, it's paranoid as the rest of them. What
True,
do
true.
you like catch this vibe, or do you think you have a similar kind of thought process yourself?
when Onagen says that Mira, is that her name? Mira?
Yeah.
It was like defending the rear of the forces. It crosses her mind, obviously, that they could do a kind of a pincher movement and stick the aliens between the humans and us if we wanted to take them out. So she looks up at Walker
Mhm.
just to see what looks like is going through Walker's brain.
Yeah, Walker is also a little suspicious of the whole thing. I mean, she looks pitiable enough, but she might be better at acting than any of us. So he's not letting his guard down. Let's say it like that. He won't do anything right now, but he won't let his guard down.
I mean, if you're,
And I think he'll look at Ree in the same way because Ree is suspicious as well. So I guess, yeah, just to see if she is also not quite like on the level of the situation. Okay, good.
are you concocting a strategy about a possible dangerous situation?
Maybe we could. I mean, let maybe Mercedes and the aliens talk because I know Mercedes likes talking to people. And maybe fall back a little and say to Ree, what if this is a trap?
Well, I guess as you fall back, like, what are you saying to we, which is like your um, the cliff notes of your thoughts or your strategy to earn that heroism, right?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. We have to have a strategy. I don't know if you can scout ahead.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll go ahead and I'll
Okay.
get as close to ahead as I can.
I'll follow behind before the others. So let me know if something's coming.
And I
I
think,
would.
sorry, Sabine, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Ree is trying to figure out the, to her, complex political relationships between these different entities.
Mm,
So Onagen is part of the um is part of the are they part of the answer officially?
nah, no. Onagen was. Don't think so. No, I think Onagen as an elder is not part of the warmongers among the aliens.
Okay. But this so the
Like,
soldier, Mira,
mm,
um could be part of the Anthemic Throne?
yeah, could be. Could also be that they've just been left behind here and have fighting the humans who come in here because they weren't very good at diplomacy. She doesn't speak the language, makes communicating hard, obviously. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they're part of the anthemic, whatever that's called.
Well, if they
I think
are,
our current understanding, if this isn't in
Mhm.
character, is that the
Yeah,
Anthemic Throne mostly left the ship and are to the south,
yeah,
where they are
exactly.
doing war and enslaving humans, etc.,
Yeah,
etc.
okay,
exactly.
excellent.
That's why Walker's thinking they're probably not part of them. But they could have been because the Anthemic Throne, they were the ones who made the ship crash in the first place.
Okay.
So I don't know if they were just left behind when the ship crashed or if they were kind of a rear guard. Hard to say. But I think they might be. I mean, Mira's reaction to seeing an elder, she was pretty. I mean, maybe she was just happy to see anyone, but I don't know. From what we've heard, elders are a big thing with these. So.
So yeah, are you scouting ahead, Ree, or like you have no idea how to get up there, I guess is the initial problem.
I'll
Um, but Mira like approaches the wall, and like now that you're closer to it, it seems like she just like walks straight onto it, and the curve is like, I don't know, walkable very easily in like Ernian footwear, and it just like leads straight up to this catwalk in a way that seems kind of impossible. It's like you've seen those videos of goats like going walking up the dam, right? Um, it almost seems like that. Um, how paranoid of this is we being?
so I think that she's trying to figure out how she could possibly get up this thing. But she's she's not trying to take the lead. She's definitely following Onagin and Mira. Um, I think she looks at Mercedes and Walker and like shrugs, like, how are we supposed to get up this thing? And she says it. Yeah, how are we supposed
Yeah.
to?
So
Oh,
uh, Onagen just kind of follows her up, less sure. Like he puts out a hand to the wall to stay on it, but it just seems to be naturally sticky and shaped so that you can just walk up it.
Maybe it's gravity thing.
Okay.
Alien magic.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Mercedes is gonna give it a try.
Yeah, and it seems very strange, right? It seems very strange. Um, but it definitely works.
Huh. I guess you just go up it.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, Ree's gonna try to start up this wall, and she's got her arms out, like for balance, of whether she really needs it or not, but that's where her brain is going, I think. I'm sure Walker's cowboy boots are perfect for this.
Yeah, absolutely. And also Walker is like, okay, this is an alien ship. These aliens are walking up there, so I can walk up there. He's like, no, this logic doesn't work here. I mean, this person jumped down like 20 feet and was fine. So, yeah, he might regret that at some point when he thinks that jumping down 20 feet is fine, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, and so you walk into this chamber, which looks like a control center, even if the tech is really strange. Um, and yeah, like in the corner, maybe Mercedes notices this first just because of her instincts, right? There's like a what looks like a paper nest, and out of it is peering this like really small head that reminds you of those Nestor hounds. But it looks like maybe it's a foot long or so.
And is it
Um,
a baby?
it's a baby, yeah.
Oh my God. Mercedes, almost without conscious effort, is drifting in that direction.
Mhm.
Big heart-shaped eyes.
Yeah. And so like it looks exactly, I mean, it looks like a miniature but slightly softened features. I guess, alien babies also have cute features, right?
Mhm.
Um, uh, and it, props its kind of strange alien paws out, and kind of gives you a hiss, and then another head pops out right but alongside it. It looks like there's more than one in here.
Hey, are you seeing this?
Stay back from those things.
Do you think they eat peanuts? She's trying to get a look at their dentition.
I think that
Um,
might be poisonous to them, but go right ahead.
so Onagen says they really want meat, uh, but if you have like jerky, that would work.
Oh, I feel like jerky. I have to ask Sabine, is jerky Walker's favorite? Although I guess you're an environmentalist. Maybe you
No, I'm not. It's not. I mean, I'm not a strict vegetarian because apocalypse, right? You eat what you get.
mhm.
But no, he's not on jerky. Whatever his favorite is, I don't think he figured out yet.
Okay. Uh, then yeah, I think Mercedes will start digging her own pack for her own supplies to pull out at least a little bit.
And when Ree hears that they eat meat, she takes a step back and she's kind of tugging at Mercedes' like vest or coat to take a step back as well, and realizes that she's not going to move.
I mean, Onagen would have told us if they were dangerous.
I just don't get why you get so much feelings for these alien babies and have none for human children.
Yikes. Okay.
And
Uh,
when we were in the position to help a human child, we were like, no, we're not going to take that. We have to
uh-huh.
look after our
Yeah.
own.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. And I think you say that, and Mercedes looks up at you, and it is like a light bulb has switched off on her face, and she just stops digging through her pack and stands up and doesn't look at you.
I don't think he looks at her either. And I think that's my grief causing complications, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I think, Onagen, has been warned off, trying to figure things out in the moment between you two. And, says something to Mira, and, she leans over and like scratches the head of one of these Nestor whelps. And they like flutter their kind of still a little bit wet iridescent wings, um, and kind of like um, looks at Onagen a little bit warily, like he doesn't quite make sense to them. But yeah, and then they like put their heads back inside, and you can hear them kind of complaining, fighting, being siblings to each other, inside that kind of paper nest.
I think Walker goes somewhere to stand guard.
And Anjin, approaches the console and starts to hum and move his hands over it. And we get this kind of um, deep rumble you feel inside your body as the hub kind of takes notice. Um, I think you feel yourself getting scanned by Nayana, or at least this hub of her.
Sure.
Uh,
Um,
what kind of memory do you feel like come to the forefront of your mind? Like, I don't know, is it like having a conversation with your brain that you're not consciously aware of? It's like trying to figure out who you are.
mm, let's see. I think that the memory that comes to her kind of, well, it's kind of like being, she's already been scanned once coming onto the ship, she feels like, from this light. So I think it reminds her of that. Um, I think that to her, when she was a child, she had a CAT scan or MRI or something after she had a fall and hit her head. So I think it feels like that, and I think she starts to feel kind of claustrophobic a little bit, and like she wants to bolt. She wants to get away from this scan. Um, but yeah, and she starts to move around the hub here, kind of at a light jog, as if she's trying to get away from it. But I'm sure it just keeps on her wherever she is.
Yeah, and I think after a moment it seems to like withdraw, and then I think it plays like it hums out some kind of, elevator music, right? That maybe reminds you of, you know, waiting room stuff in a hospital, or the kind of thing you might have been listening to, after the CAT scan yourself. Some wonderful poppy ditty from the 2010s, right?
But done as an instrumental.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
poorly. Okay, excellent.
I am curious why Ree was getting scanned.
Yeah.
Are you trying to uh, address the hub or ask
Oh, sorry, no,
Onagen
this was a
or
background question.
oh, okay.
Why Ree was getting scanned as a kid. I mean,
Oh,
also
Oh,
why the ship
okay.
is scanning her, but that seems much more instrumental. That
Sure.
seems pretty clear.
right, right. So I think that Ree, when she was a child, was learning to ride horses, and she fell and hit her head. I know that she went on to continue though, to get back on horses and ride. I remember she remembers that when Leo the horse died, Mercedes helped her deal with. Yeah, exactly. All right, there it is. Deal with that trauma when Leo died.
Um, yeah, for Mercedes, I think like when it starts making this kind of what it thinks is placating sounds for we like you're all hearing this, um, and then it looks at you as well. And I think maybe it's like it's picking up on that background from Wee's memory and like making the connection with your journeys together in the early days, when you still had Leo. Like what do you think? Is there some kind of happy memory of Leo, like riding or taking care of them or whatever that Mercedes remembers?
Yeah, absolutely. I think she's sort of frowning and saying, "Is that call me maybe?" Uh, and I think the sort of music in her memory melds with just like a chill afternoon. We decided not to try and cover ground. Maybe this was in the fall, a beautiful sunny day, and Angie was why not? Same song. Playing and singing Call Me Maybe. I'm just making character decisions for other people. And oh, you know what? I think Mercedes and Ree were trying to treat Leo like a dressage step, like their little like sideways foot crossy thing. I'm sure it has a name. I don't know it. Mercedes probably does. And it did not go particularly well, but by the end of it, we were sort of all laughing and uh, yeah, I think Mercedes was relaxing on the grass next to Angie and just sort of chatting, while Ree was, grooming Leo, and maybe we even found like some late apples, and you had some apples for Leo, and just watching, I don't know, watching Ree. You're not a kid, but like get to be carefree, which is something that she maybe there's a little spark of it with Valentina, but it's not something that comes naturally to her anymore.
Do you think we see this says something, or is there like a look that passes between her and Ree that communicates this memory? What do we see?
I'm sorry, was that question for me?
Well, initially for T, but I
That's what
don't
I thought.
know if you want to.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, I think even though this is a happy memory and she is enjoying reliving it, she just looks sort of blank-faced. Um, I think it's going to take a while for her to recover from Walker's cruelty earlier. So she's just sort of staring at Ree and not looking at the whelps.
Mark, how does react to that?
I think that Ree is she's listening and she says, I think it was Call Me Maybe. How does it know Call Me Maybe? Oh, I guess it picked up all kinds of probably radio transmissions on the way here, huh?
Yeah, it's probably seen like all of old Star Trek.
Yeah.
Sabine Walker is not getting scanned because he is outside the room, right?
Yeah,
he's on watch, but you
yeah.
do hear the song as well. Um, do you think you have some memories calling back to this time? Angie playing it on the ukulele, or Leo, or anything like that sparks in your memories.
I think I wasn't here when we had that Leo thing as a player because I don't remember the horse thing at all.
I think that was
Oh, it
in
was
the
from.
memories at the very start in character generation. So we never
Yeah, it was
Oh,
saw it
just in,
on
okay,
yeah.
screen. It was
okay. Oh,
just, yeah.
okay, okay. Yeah, okay. Um, I think that as usual, his memories might go not to the journey, but before the journey, some kind of day, because he's been thinking about his family, obviously, right? And maybe thinking about some carefree day because that's carefree music and a carefree day and thinking about that, right? Because he's in that mental state anyway. So he's thinking about that, which is not very conducive to setting watch, I guess. But yeah, well, that's why you have these disadvantages, these troubles, thingies. That's what he's where he's at. It is actually a happy memory from a better time when they were, I think, when they were talking about maybe getting a pet, maybe a little dog or something. And his daughter was, yay, I want a dog. Come on, daddy, I want a dog really bad. And there was this discussion like, yeah, and who's gonna walk the dog, as a parent. Yeah, and that's what he's thinking about. And and he doesn't really know how to feel about the whole thing because he's in an alien ship and he knows he's been shitty to Mercedes right now, but he's also really missing his family and he's really doesn't want to be in this timeline. He wants to be in a timeline where his biggest problem was that the puppy had chewed on his shoes.
Um, Amazing. Yeah, let's take our break. Um, so yeah, I think Onagen takes a while to interface with the hub. and after a while kind of turns back to you. What have you been doing in the, I don't know, hour or so where he has been working away? Reed, let's start with you.
So it's like an hour.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I think that um we're sitting around for an hour with nothing to do, basically. She's gonna grab the walkie-talkie and she's gonna see if she can't she's been trying to like not um call back, but there was kind of an urgent message that came through um from from Val. So she's trying to reestablish contact with Val during that time.
Okay.
And she'll like walk around. I'm assuming that she can't. So she walks around inside the hub and she's like holding it up and all these kinds of things like it's a cell phone and she's trying to get a signal.
Circuit's
Um,
fried. That's not gonna work, Ree.
I mean, it turns on still and it still makes its little sound.
Let me take a look.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And she'll start uh disassembling it and I think without looking at you. Actually, a question for Sabine. Is Walker in the room right now? Or is he still on guard outside?
I think he's in the doorway, probably. He's been just occasionally looking in, and if Mercedes looks at him, looking away. But if she's not looking at him, and we might notice this, he looks at him and at her, and he seems a bit like, damn it, I should apologize, but I don't know how. This is what Ree sees. This is not what Mercedes sees.
Hmm. Uh yeah, is he in earshot if she's talking quietly?
Not necessarily, no.
So I think as Mercedes is working, so just quietly enough that Walker can't hear, say to Ree, Ree, I feel like you're better at noticing things than I am. Am I the reason Angie left?
Uh, no. Why? I don't know why you'd think that. No, no. Hey, um, I I think that Ree tries to sit down next to Mercedes to the best of her ability. I don't know what that means, but not sitting too close. Um, and she says, "No, it's no. Angie left because I can't remember why Angie left, actually, as a player. But it's not you. It was not you at all. Why would you think it was you?"
I mean, Walker doesn't trust me. And you kind of have to stick with us until we get you home, right? Like, who else is going to take you?
Hey, I thought we were going to lose you to that big camp back there that we left behind. I I was so happy that you came with us because it was such a good offer from them. I No, it's not just I don't think you're just getting me to my parents. I think, you know, I think you're a good person. Walker's got a lot going on. She makes air quotes. Um, Walker's uh I think that Walker can't forgive himself for losing his family, and he thinks it's his fault. And I think that comes out the wrong way sometimes.
He might find out what it's like to lose family a second time. I I don't know, I can't see anything wrong with it here. She puts in the last screw.
When Mercedes says that, Rhea's looking at her when she says that about Walker, and Rhea frowns and takes the walkie-talkie and says, thanks for giving it a whirl. And then she shakes it to see if that'll make any difference.
I think Mira uh, comes over and she has, some kind of tool, this kind of glowy yellow thing that looks like there's some circuitry or something going on inside it. Um, and points at your walkie-talkie and says something that maybe sounds like an apology, and hands you it, or like maybe says, I can give you this, or you could give me that, and I could try it on your walkie-talkie.
So Rhea looks at Mercedes and points to the tool and says, "Do you know what that is?"
But Indian tech? I've got no idea.
Um,
You should
she
probably ask Walker.
asked
Um,
Walker.
and and Mira like rummages in a bag and takes out like an EMP grenade and points at it, and then points at the yellow tool, and then points at your walkie-talkie.
Oh, oh, okay. So she will hand the walkie to Mira, and she's watching to see what the because she's very interested, I guess, to see what the glowy tool is doing, and that it's not doing something that I think that it shouldn't do.
Okay.
I don't know what that would look like. She's just
Yeah.
being suspicious.
So she like takes it and like presses the casing that you had open, like to get to the circuitry, like presses it like it should open when she wants it to, and it obviously doesn't. Um, um, and then maybe looks for the screwdriver that you'd used, or maybe you hand it to her without prompting, and she looks like, oh, how primitive, you know. So she opens it and she kind of goes through the same steps that Mercedes does, but when, instead of just looking at the circuitry, she like puts the yellow tool up against it, and you see this kind of, um, I don't know, this yellow womp kind of envelop the circuitry, and then she kind of, I don't know, blows on it and puts it back in and reassembles it. And yeah, and then it seems to burst into life.
Whoa. Okay. Um, she like she looks it over to make sure that there's like nothing attached that maybe is going to transmit everything directly into the computer that runs the ship, the AI, whatever it is. And then she tries it. Val? Val,
Uh, yeah, and I
it's
think you get a response after like a long minute of nothing, right?
Hey, are you guys okay?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, it sounded like you had something urgent when your last transmission was cut off and I couldn't you're okay.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say we need to talk um ab about, where we're going after this.
Yeah, that
I
okay.
just got inside my own head. I was like thinking too far ahead.
That's okay. Yeah, we have to talk when we're done here. I'm sorry. Hey, we found another alien. It's Mira.
You found
And
another alien on the 100-mile long alien ship.
why are you such a smart ass? Um, she's helping us a little bit. She fixed this walkie-talkie. Well, she also broke it, but then she fixed it. And now we're at the hub and Onagen is interfacing with the hub and it's really slow. It is taking so long. You would think it'd be more efficient, but anyway, yeah.
Okay,
All right. I guess we should reserve battery power.
sure. Uh, yeah, call me. I mean, maybe when you're done there.
Well done. Okay, I'll call you. Maybe.
Okay. Um,
Awful.
yeah, sorry, apologies. Um, Sabine, I guess as you're trying to ignore, or, not overhear this conversation, Onagen appears at your elbow.
Okay.
You made a smart move, staying out of the room, I think.
Okay.
Nayana can be intrusive, oversharing, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, you know, memories and regrets and all that kind of stuff.
What is it you want from me now?
I just came out to talk. The other two are definitely ensconced in something.
I think they're trying to fix the walkie-talkie.
I'm feeling there's some subtext going on.
Okay. Um, did you fix the ship? Do we know where we need to go?
Yeah.
Good.
So Nayana wants to restore some of the shields,
Okay.
which will help stabilize things here.
Mm-hmm.
So we may need to get through what passes for the front lines here. Talk to some of um, talk to some of the answers people, use our credentials to get through and maybe get them out of here.
The answer people. I don't
You
think they want to go. And they want this drive, right?
Oh, well, the idea that I had shared with Mercedes was to try to get the Nayana operational again and then use it against the Anthemic Throne.
Okay.
Or at the very least, ensure that their armies coming westward cannot take control of her.
We can probably sell this to the Anthemic Throne, to the answer, I guess. Why are you talking to me? I'm not the person who can go out and talk to people. I'm not that good at that.
Well, this is one of those situations where our natural talents are sorely inadequate to the situations we're in.
So we have people who have talents in that direction. Look, I'd apologize. I'm not in a good place right now, okay? I'd apologize. I can get over this. I can. I'm sorry. I will protect these two from whatever. I will carry stuff that needs carrying. But I don't know what you want me to do here. Do you want me to say, oh, everything's all right? I don't understand.
I don't think I expect you to say everything is all right. Everything is not all right. I think I understand how you're feeling, but I don't think that's any consolation to you.
It is not. No. I mean, a lot of people will understand how I'm feeling, don't you think? After what happened. It's not really unique what happened to me.
No, it's not. I don't know what we're doing here will ever solve what's happened to you. But I'm hoping that at least the damage stops.
It would be good. That would be good, yes. That doesn't keep happening. I can get behind that.
Okay. So let's see if we can get these people on the move.
Yeah. Maybe. I think before we get those people on the move, Walker will go in and then go over to Mercedes and say, doesn't look at her. And says, that was what I said, that was uncalled for. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have. It wasn't even about you.
Yeah. A lot of stuff that's not about me, huh?
No, I don't know what to say. I didn't. I don't know what to say. I don't mean to hurt people, but it seems like I did.
No shit. Do you know why we didn't bring a kid, Walker?
Because it's a lot of responsibility.
No, we didn't bring the kid because we can't trust you to control yourself around them.
What does that supposed to mean?
It means that the last time a kid was in danger, you drove a truck into an alien. You go off the handle.
Hmm.
You hurt people, Walker. I guess that's just what you do.
Well, I guess that is two of us. And turns around and walks away.
Hey, Walker, fuck you. And I think, well, you've already left. The room has one entrance, so she doesn't walk out. But you can certainly feel her glowering at you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Quick check-in. Sabine, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I love this.
Hell yeah.
As
Yeah,
a player,
feel like
I love
been...
this.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thanks for checking in, though.
Yeah, nice. And on that, poisonous atmosphere.
Yeah.
I presume Ree is like, I don't know, retreating into the whatever
Into
passes
the
for the
bushes.
woodwork. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's really, really interested in the breech mechanism on the rifle right now. And she's like, wow. Guess I need to hmm.
Yeah, I think Mira is also carefully inspecting the breech mechanism on her harmonic rifle and muttering to herself.
Ree walks up to Onagen and says,
Onagen? Yeah,
are we ready to move out?
I hope so.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Do people have too much time to think sitting around here?
Okay. So he gives you the same kind of um, instructions or plan of action that he explained to Walker. Because we're crossing the front lines, Mira is going to make sure that none of our people shoot us, but you maybe can make sure that none of the answer shoot us.
Yeah, definitely. I'll try. Um, we have a safe word, she says, kind of like mixing up what that means.
I mean, I think Brian probably wouldn't have gotten that when he was fully human. So he nods along. It seems perfectly acceptable to him. Um, uh, So yeah, he head off. Mira's kind of leading the way for a while. Maybe Ria's right behind her, and yeah, like she passes through a couple of, let's call them picket lines, three or four, maybe more heavily armed and armored Ernian warriors who really do look like they're loaded for bear. Um,
But are they loaded for human?
they're loaded for you. I mean, I think these weapons do not distinguish.
Fair enough.
Do they look in as bad a shape as Mira was when we met her?
I mean, they look like they are not doing brilliantly, but maybe there's a reason Mira was left behind.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that. I'm
Are
wondering to
any
myself though.
are any of them visibly injured?
Um, there's definitely some signs that the armor has been like whatever the equivalent of fast acting Ernian armor polyfilla is,
Mm.
it might in fact be like a medical and reconstructive um, material. So there's one where like their entire kind of lower uh, left arm is covered in this thing, and they don't seem to have as much range of motion, but they can still, support their rifle um, with it. And there's definitely, through the armor, maybe it's hard to know whether these are like hard looks of humans, we should kill them, or okay, Miria's talking crazy, but sure, whatever. Uh, maybe there's a whole gamut of those things going on. But one of them seems to like give some advice or at least an appraisal of like where the enemy are in terms of your line of advance. So you've walked, I don't know, a few miles down corridors and like hangars and laboratories, and a lot of damage has been done. Some of that like structural from the crash, but some of it just small arms fire. So this place is not in great shape.
As we're walking by the laboratories, I think that Ree is again, she's like tugging on Mercedes' vest to make sure that she's staying with us and not wandering into one of those, which I'm sure would be amazing for her.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of a kid not being allowed to stop at a candy store vibes, but I mean, she gets that's time sensitive, I guess.
We have alien laboratories at home, okay?
We don't, that's why they're called alienry.
Sorry.
I mean, that's really why Mercedes wants to get to the answers base of operations, right? The Keystone, the alien ship off the Pacific coast, I'm sure has alien laboratories.
Hmm. Probably even alien showers. She daydreams about it sometimes.
So yeah, I think you get to this, um, you know, no man's land or heavily contested area. Like there's scorch marks on the corridor. There are blood, alien and human. There are spent casings. There's a lot of battlefield detritus here. Um, who is gonna go out and make first contact?
I mean, Mercedes is a medic, kind of. Uh, so I think I think you can all see her doing this. She starts rummaging in her bag and pulling out the medic kit, especially as she's noticing, the blood smears, and says, "I had to go out there. Yeah, I
You
don't think there's anything else to say here."
you
Just
sure you're be safe? You sure you don't want someone with you in case they make mistakes in judgment? I won't stop you talking to them. Just
No, I think I'm good. Yeah.
I
She
think
looks
I
at
think I
Walker
think
with his sledgehammer and Ree with
uh
her flare gun.
I think Walker puts the slasher aside and says, "No, you're not.
is
I'm coming with you." Is what I'm saying. If I can't catch a bullet for you and I die, that's fine. Guess we're both pretty clear on that. And then he steps out.
Oh my God, do you even remember the passwords?
Yes.
She raises her
Um,
eyebrows.
so, I mean, making contact with hostile people and not wanting to be shot seems like a talk it out challenge, right? But
Hmm.
what's your other plan, Walker?
I mean, we know the path. I think Walker thinks that Mercedes should go and talk to these people, but Mercedes shouldn't go alone and talk to these people in case something goes wrong. That's what his original plan was. And he will wait for Mercedes to catch up, but if she doesn't, he will walk on and just hope that they will listen.
Yeah, I think she thinks it's much less likely to work with you there. But I mean, I don't think she can physically stop you.
No,
Uh, so she sort of like huffily picks up her medical kit and says, "Don't say anything and don't fucking hit anyone. Got it?"
yeah, sure.
Uh, and you said you put your jacket on over your answer
Yeah,
vest?
yes.
And she said, "And take your damn jacket off."
I'm wearing a vest beneath the jacket.
Yes, I know. The
And
answer's vest. We're going to talk to the answer.
okay, takes the jacket off.
Uh, and yeah, she's clutching her medical kit against her chest and then realizes that she's doing that and unclutches it and holds it up and scooches forward and says, uh, "Dr. Kasim sent us. I'm a medic. Oh, is it true?" And waits for a response.
Yeah, and um there's like a moment and there's like a huh um and then this kind of gruff voice calls out, uh my dear doctor, they're all true.
That's probably close enough. Can I come over?
Sure. Just you.
No, I've got someone else here with me. But if I ask him to stay, he will.
Well, just let's be cool.
I would love that so much. And she'll begin to sidle forward. Oh, and is anyone hurt currently?
Not here, but yeah, there's a few wounded. Uh, we're taking care of them, but another set of hands. If Pretty has sent you, sure. So out from behind cover, this kind of older guy, maybe mid 40s, wearing a beanie hat, um, carrying an assault rifle, steps out. His He's got a bandage tied around his neck. It looks like, yeah, it looks like dried blood. Um, who are you?
Um, Mercedes Walker. And I feel like in the spirit of honesty, you should know I trained as a veterinarian, but humans are animals. So, and this is Walker. Say hi, Walker, politely.
Gives you a look, nods at this person, doesn't say anything.
My name is Jeff.
Jeff, nice to
It's
meet you.
okay. This won't be the first time that I have gotten much needed medical attention from a vet.
Was the other one the other type of vet? Because I've heard that joke kind of a lot.
Uh, I guess in my previous profession, staying off healthcare radar was important. And sometimes vets, you know, um, were quite happy to, take money and look the other way. Well, give me medical treatment and look the other way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that answers your question.
Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, I get it. You did crime. We don't really have rule of law anymore though, so I don't know that that matters. So I do absolutely want to help out anyone I can. But also, ugh, okay, stuff's gotten really complicated. Uh, well, I think it's complicated. You might not. So we have found an elder who wants to use the Nayana to stop the Anthemic Throne from killing and enslaving all humans, which I personally am a fan of. But sort of the first step in that process is for them to, oh, you're giving me a look. So if we, no, listen, stick with me. Um, they would really like you to get outside of where they're going to put the shields up, is kind of the first step. So I'm here to give you that message and also, she holds up the medical kit, medical attention. And like one is not like contingent on the other. I'm not trying to like blackmail you or anything.
Extort.
Oh, oh,
No,
or that.
blackmailing would be you're going to tell people like I watch the Gilmore Girls and, you know, unless I do what you want. Extorting is like I will do something to you or maybe not do something for you.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh, I guess you're the expert. Not that. Oh, that came out wrong.
Okay,
Thank you.
so I guess
Would
if they're
you?
sending you to talk to me, it's because you can't possibly be trying to deceive me. So that's a good sign, right?
Oh, I listen. I couldn't if I tried. I did try once. It did not go well.
Okay. And sorry, let's go back to the most important point.
Yes.
Pretty knows this is what you're doing.
Yes, she is actually on board.
That is surprising.
I mean, I think I did maybe a little bit better of a job when I was talking to her. I've had honestly a really rough day.
You think you've had a rough day?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Okay.
let's get some dice on the table.
Um, yeah, I think he needs to be convinced that,
Mm.
this isn't someone pulling a fast one.
Mhm.
So yeah, talk it out, I think, is especially useful here.
And I'm gonna spend two heroism on this to roll two more dice. I haven't looked at them yet. There we go. Holy shit! I did not need to do that. I rolled four sixes on five
Wow.
dice.
Wow.
That is
Okay.
a criminal waste of two heroism.
Wow.
Um,
Wow.
to roll three sixes is, one thing, but to roll an extra one is entirely negligent. So uh, he says, "Okay, I mean, she's the boss." Um, okay. Um, so you just come through enemy lines, right? Sorry,
I mean, you two are, right? But yes, the Arians let us through.
because they are also on board with this mission.
These ones seem to be. I mean, I don't really speak Arnian, but like they let us through, and they were talking with Onagen. Onagen's the elder. Um, he he looks a little bit weird. Uh, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
He looks a little weird. I mean, sorry to break it to you, honey, but they all look weird.
Um, well, maybe the weirdness here is that he looks strikingly partially human. Do you know what a chimera is in genetics?
Nope.
Okay, kind of like a half human, half Aryan thing going on.
Okay. Um, I don't care. Let's go see to my wounded guys, and then we can get the hell out of here. You can bring your guy in, do whatever needs to be done, and I'm never going to need to set foot on this Hulk ever a fucking again.
Sounds good.
Okay, excellent. So we're coming up to the hour. I think we can hand wave the boring logistics.
Please
Um,
let's.
and finish up there and do our debrief. Maybe we can fill in some of those boring logistics, or at least how people deal with those next week. But let me stop the recording and then we will do that debrief.